everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is really exciting because today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my must-have MAC lipsticks. Now I have already done one of these videos before, and in that video I kind of categorized it into different sections like nudes, reds, oranges and so on. But in this video I'm just randomly going to be showing you some of my most favorite MAC lipsticks that couldn't make it into the first part. So if you haven't seen the previous video, then there would be a link up here and also down below in the description box. So please do go check that out, and now let's get started. So first up I have the shade Vegas Volt, and that's what I'm wearing on my lips, and throughout this video all the lipsticks that I would be showing, I would be wearing them on my lips, so I just don't want to repeat it over and over again. Anyway, so Vegas Volt is in the amplified finish, and after mattes, amplified finishes are probably one of my most favorites out of all the finishes that MAC offers, because they are very pigmented, they last a really long time, yet they're not as drying as the mattes or the retro mattes. Now this is a really nice muted corally orange, and if you're not comfortable wearing bright neon oranges like MAC Morange, then this is the perfect shade for you. And I absolutely love this during the spring and summer because I think it's really fun yet wearable. Then I have the shade called Flat Out Fabulous, and this is in the retro matte finish. Now I never used to wear bright bold lipsticks before, and this is probably the first bright lipstick that I ever purchased, and I can't tell you enough how much I love this shade. And not just in MAC, among all the lipsticks that I own, this is definitely one of my most favorite bright lipstick shades. And I think I feel comfortable wearing this because it is not too overpowering or in your face, although it is a mixture of magenta, fuchsia and purple, but still I feel it is really wearable. Alright, so the next shade is called All Fired Up, and this one is also in the retro matte finish. Now I don't really know what to say about this shade because this is probably one of my most favorite lipsticks out of all the lipsticks that I own, and in MAC this is probably my second most favorite. So if you want to know which one is my first favorite, then you have to check the first part of this video, which would be linked in the description box below, so do go check that out. So yeah, this shade I feel is really unique. This is kind of a mixture of magenta, fuchsia and red, and I feel this is kind of like a statement shade, so pairing it up with all black or white or beige looks absolutely breathtaking. So next up is the shade Men Love Mystery. Now this is one of my newer purchases, but ever since I got it, I'm obsessed with it. Now I personally don't feel comfortable wearing bright bold purples on my lips, so this is the perfect shade for me as it's so muted and toned down, and it is specially wearable for me because it is matte finish and I prefer mattes. But if you guys don't like matte finishes, MAC actually offers a very similar shade to this called Up the Amp, which is probably in the amplified finish. I'm not really sure, but that's not matte, so if you don't prefer matte, you can grab that one up. Anyways, if you want to start wearing purples and you're not sure whether it would suit you or not, then this is the perfect shade for you. So last up is the shade called Pink Pigeon, and this one is matte finish. So like I said before, I never used to wear bright hot pinks or fuchsias before, but recently I've started to branch out and get out of my comfort zone, and I gave this one a try, and I must say I absolutely love it. This one I feel is much more wearable compared to Candy Yum Yum, for instance. That one is more cool toned and neon, whereas this has a little more warmth to it, so it's much more wearable, at least for me. So yeah, one other good option can be Girl About Town from MAC, but that one is not matte finish, and I like my bright bold lipsticks to be matte. That's why I prefer this one. So this one is kind of like an honorary mention because I didn't include it in my previous video, and this is Ruby Woo. So this is one of MAC's bestseller, one of their most famous lipsticks, but the reason I didn't include it in my previous video is because it has a super drying formula, and I have dry lips to begin with, so I don't really feel that comfortable wearing it. But I thought, how could I not mention Ruby Woo when I'm doing a video on MAC lipsticks, right? So if you don't mind the dryness, then Ruby Woo would be your BFF. So I hope you found this video somewhat helpful, and if you've enjoyed it, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So until next time, take care and bye-bye.